There's a common story among women over 50. It's a story of looking in the mirror and feeling as if the body has become a stranger. The landscape of midlife has many transitions, some visible, some hidden, but nowhere is this more apparent than in the journey of weight loss. I'm Dr. Nerys, and my passion is to help people get control of their health, to lose weight, and for some to reverse their type 2 diabetes. The routines that once worked, so cutting back here, walking a little more there, suddenly don't actually make a dent in your weight anymore. The scales become stubborn, clothes fit differently, and energy levels ebb and flow in unpredictable waves. For years there may have been a sense of control, cutting back before a holiday, walking more in the spring, maybe joining a diet group with friends. The body, while it was never perfect, was at least somewhat responsive. But in this new chapter, the rules seem to have changed. Suddenly the old strategies don't work. The body's signals are less clear. The motivation that once came easily is buried under layers of fatigue, responsibility, and sometimes disappointment. Biology is a powerful force. As women enter perimenopause and menopause, estrogen levels drop sharply. This hormonal shift doesn't just affect mood or sleep, it changes where the body stores fat, often now going around the middle. It isn't vanity, it's a metabolic reality. The body's protective instincts, honed over millennia, kick in, prioritising storing energy for lean times that, to be honest with you, in this modern world never actually comes. But at the same time, your muscle mass naturally declines, a process called sarcopenia. Muscles isn't just strength, it is the engine that burns calories, even at rest. With less muscle, the body's calorie needs shrink, even if eating habits haven't changed. And the result? Weight often creeps up, even without any obvious changes in the way we behave. And sleep too, it becomes more elusive. Hot flushes, restless legs, busy minds all conspire to rob women of their deep, restorative sleep that their bodies crave. And of course, this disrupts hunger hormones, making cravings for sugar and starchy foods even stronger than before. And of course, the ability to resist them even weaker. But the challenge isn't just physical. There's an emotional weight that comes with decades of dieting. Each new plan promises hope. Each failure, though, adding to a quiet sense of shame. The voice of self-criticism grows louder with each attempt. Why can't I do this? Why is it so easy for other people? The truth is, it's actually not easy for anyone, but few talk about it honestly. And of course, there's also the invisible labour of caring for others. For so many women, the years after 50 are marked by the demands of the sandwich generation, supporting adult children, caring for ageing parents, and holding families together. Meals are often planned around other people's needs. Time for exercise or self-care is squeezed into the margins, if at all. And there's a deep-seated habit of putting everybody else first, making self-care sometimes almost feel selfish. Socially, weight gain can sometimes bring isolation, and well-meaning friends or family might offer advice that might sting or doesn't fit your reality of life after 50. Social events often revolve around food and drink, don't they? Declining a treat can feel like declining connection or joy, and you might be noticing that your health is slipping, that the body is less responsive, that energy is harder to find. And how do I know this when I'm not middle-aged? Well, I know it because I see it. I see it with my work as a GP in West Wales, but I also live it with the people I serve with my weight loss and diabetes remission clinics as part of my work with the lifestyle clinic. And you know the story, right? So every January brings about a new wave of miracle diets, each promising a quick fix. Carbs are demonised one week, fats the next. Weight loss tablets, now weight loss injections. They're becoming available and there in front of us in the high street. The noise is relentless. It's easy to feel lost in the confusion. The old advice of eat less, move more is repeated endlessly. But it ignores the complexity of real life and real bodies. It doesn't account for hormones, sleep, stress, emotional relationships with food. It doesn't acknowledge that willpower is a limited resource, especially after years of responsibility and resilience. There's also the myth of perfection. The idea that health is an all-or-nothing pursuit. If the plan isn't followed perfectly, it's a failure. And this thinking keeps so many stuck in a cycle of start, stop, hope and disappointment. Modern life, unfortunately, isn't designed for health. Highly processed, convenient foods are everywhere and they're engineered to be irresistible. The brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid discomfort. So quick fixes are always going to be tempting, especially when we're tired or stressed. And the pace of life is relentless. For many, retirement is not a time of leisure, as you'd hoped, but a new chapter of caregiving, volunteering or managing health issues. The idea of carving out time and energy for oneself can sometimes feel almost impossible. But here's the good news. The body is incredibly resilient. Change is possible at any age. Science shows that even small, consistent changes can improve metabolism, blood sugar, energy and mood, even after decades of struggle. Community, of course, matters. Sharing the journey with others who understand, celebrating small wins and letting go of shame can make all the difference. Support and encouragement are more powerful than willpower alone. The path forward isn't actually about punishment or deprivation. It's about self-respect, self-compassion, and a willingness to try new things. It's about understanding the root causes, the hormones, the habits, the emotions, not just calories. It is about progress and really not about perfection. So weight loss past 50 isn't just about the number on the scale either, because it's more about reclaiming confidence, energy, and joy. It's about learning to care for the body as it is now, not as it once was. Again, progress, not perfection. Self-care, not self-criticism. It becomes a journey of patience and persistence, of kindness and curiosity. Every step counts. Every choice that we make is a chance to nourish rather than punish the body. The struggle is real, so is the possibility of change. The change, however, does take a different strategy and a different focus. I've got 3 things that you might want to consider in your approach. So number 1 is to prioritise protein. Protein is essential to maintain muscle mass, especially as the body ages. Including a source of protein with every meal, such as eggs, fish, poultry, beans or dairy, can help preserve muscle. Keep hunger at bay, which is important, and support metabolism as well. So think of protein as a building block for strength, energy and resilience. Which takes me on to the second, which is to embrace strength training. Building and maintaining muscle, as I've said, is one of the most effective ways to keep healthy and to achieve weight loss after 50. It doesn't mean you have to go to the gym and become a bodybuilder. Even resistance bands, light dumbbells, even a can of beans done consistently can make a big difference. Strength training helps the body to burn more calories at rest. It improves bone health, your balance and boost confidence as well. And the third is, again, progress over perfection. The most powerful mindset shift is letting go of all this all or nothing thinking. Every positive choice counts, even if it's small. Even if you miss a workout, it's okay. Focus on what's possible the next day or this afternoon. Sustainable change is built on progress. Celebrate every step, no matter how minor it seems. There's no actual finish line to well-being. Instead, it's a path that meanders. So here's the advice from a GP that helps people achieve their goals. Keep going, stay curious, reach out for support when you need, celebrate the wins, however small, and remember that every positive choice is a step towards the life and the health that you want. But it's so easy to feel lost with so much information out there. And sometimes the hardest part is knowing where on earth to start. But actually, I've done something to help you. I've created a program called The Roadmap to Success as a one-off session. It's designed to give clear, practical steps for building lasting changes that does not involve a quick fix. It isn't a diet or list of rules. It's just a chance to understand what really works for people at this stage of their life, how to move past that overwhelm, break free from old patterns, and finally feel in control of your health and energy once more. Click the link to join me.